later on. So with all that being said,
Game
ladies and gentlemen,
kedua.
we're jumping into Land of Dawn once again. What could possibly be our last game in this
Let's
best
go,
of
bisa ya, bisa ya.
semifinals. The winner of this heading on to the grand finals tomorrow against
Iesf
the
make
defending
Nolan.
champions, the Philippines. And the loser
Albert,
will be going
Alpha
on
lagi nih.
to fight for
Bisa
third
Rasulnya.
and fourth. Look at this, guys.
Anjir sakit banget.
Exactly the pressure that we were talking about early on, not just for
Wow,
Mulu,
udah
but
rusuh banget nih.
Boy too.
Susah main assassin nih.
Utilization of the Kali. Now very deep. Sky's forced back. Keyboy will just run away. Early lead going to Indonesia. And whoa, Keyboy actually wanted to cancel the recall again. Will be kind of a tough spot here. I think Yums will be able to rotate around towards him.
Oh,
as
udah
well.
tinggalan sih levelnya.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he gets out, but
He's good.
he did his job. Like his whole job was just to go ahead and delay his guys. Look at this, you.
Yeah, Albert is
Emang
rotating
sakit
as well.
banget tuh Halid.
He shot some more damage onto Keyboy. Decides to go back in. Albert is right there. But Albert is more focused on just the farm. Will go for the jungle to take it away from Skies. Good.
Dibalas Sans,
Well,
bro.
Stormy, I'll trade it here. Has to respect this.
Man, look at this delay though. So Skies, the delay proved the point. He's gonna have to rely on the team to help him, kind of adjust from this. Keyboy will go in, gets the vision. Yums is there though too, so they're just gonna force Keyboy out. Keyboy has been threading the needle, man, with this early game already. The pressure that he's putting. And it's working so far. You know, he is going to be able to go ahead and heal up with the quicksand guard there too. So doesn't have to go back to the base. And we'll just continue this on. Luke waiting patiently. They all want to go for Skies.
If it's not Luke, it's going to be Keyboy. Pops into Vengeance as well. Now Albert rotating over, has a Spear of Alpha. Keyboy walks up.
Keyboy.
Concussive Blast baits out the Revitalize. And just like that, they have taken control over the enemy jungle. Skies walks up, goes in for the retreat battle.
Udah satu level.
The retribution.
Tapi nggak jauh-jauh banget.
Gone that Keyboy. Very low, force the flicker, and there you go, gorgeous. With a stab and hem in. No retribution for Skies. Albert should be able to get the turtle. It is a kill for a turtle traded in.
So even though first blood going in the hands of Malaysia, because of the fact that they were able to get that retribution out from Skies, that does get them that first turtle. So a trade across the board for both teams. But Keyboy's doing his job. You know, that he's doing exactly what he has to do here. He's going to continue to do it, even when he doesn't have the level 4. Yums, though, is there this time.
Steal from Stormy, and Yums just Jeet Kundos him to his death. Sans will only just be able to poke Stormy down in the mid lane. Good maneuvers from Stormy, but still caught in the yin-yang reaction. Force back.
Wow, that is a whole lot of damage again, why we were talking about the Louis specifically. But I would say Malaysia has at least stopped maybe Keyboy from doing this continuously. Like, he's already been punished. Diversion's going to be used, though. They know the orange is coming up. Right here, but Skies knows that they have the Louis. They can play with this.
Nice.
Yums just ambushed. Skies walking up forward. Albert should be able to get this for free. And the Skies wants to gamble by walking up. Glorious pathway by Gorgeous. Skies zoned away by Luke. Now Gorgeous goes in for the sun, but it's only on to Albert. A lot of damage placed down on the Gorgeous, but Stormy will come in for the flanks. An interesting one. Luke goes in with Power Wilderness. Loliel has a few stacks, but Luke pops in the Vengeance, gets the dub, gets the orange buff to take it away from Skies.
So you can see the struggle right now that Malaysia's having when they're just trying to secure the bust of Skies. And the whole plan, like we said, if you missed game 1, it was the Sky show early on with the Fanny. And so the answer has been to deal with the Sans. Oh, he goes in.
Forward Skies with the fractures, assassinate Sans. Keyboy putting some damage back onto Skies. But Sans also used the Purify earlier.
Yeah, he used it up. Skies does get a kill. He's still behind, though. I mean, look at the difference between him and Albert. Albert level 7. Skies just hitting that level 6. And this might make it a little difficult to fight this Keyboy.
Again, way to drive to the fractures. Skies, despite being 2 levels down earlier. He gets 2 kills on, and now he's not that far behind. Luke trying to put on more pressure again onto Malaysia. Gets caught with Jikundo, stunned again by Gorgeous. Will be able to escape for now. Turtle number 2 spawning in the game again. Whoa, Luke putting in the damage onto Stormy. Trying to go for the poke onto him. Maybe forcing out the Raging Sandstorm. Turtle number 2 contested. Albert on it already. Look for the retreat here. Skies is nowhere to be seen. A diversion to the top again with the Spear of Alpha connecting onto Gorgeous. Even with the Glorious Pathway, he'll be able to escape. Actually runs out from 4 members of Indonesia.
Able to get out with the Glorious Pathway plus the Revitalize, but that is an objective once again for Indonesia. Trying to find what they can. The gold is pretty much still, relatively even. Nothing too crazy right now, but Malaysia has been able to get kills. Skies as well. Again, he's sitting at 2-0. Look at the pressure he's doing at tier 1 in the bottom side. So even though there was so much focus on dealing with him, Skies is still finding these wins across the map, trying to go ahead and even things out, because even when you look at the goal, oh, top side.
Doing really good. Radius Sandstorm, good. Wait,
But
he's still able to kite away. Lolio just taken down. Diversion, put to the back. Where is he going to go? Straight into it, outside of the map. They find it now. But they're all getting caught in the midst of this turret. It'll be Stormy with some damage. Purify on with the Raging Sandstorm. Suns will fall, but Albert claims a double. CW in the bush, looking for the crossbow. Yums will be able to shun Poo out of there. Meanwhile, Albert pops in.
Penting cewek nggak mati bro.
Alpha Stormy. No chunk. Will be able to get the Terrified down and some healing from Keyboy. Skies walks in again. Albert, does she got enough damage? Just standing over Albert. Still able to survive for a bit. Gets assassinated. It's a killing spree for Skies, but CW shuts him down.
What a brutal fight in exchange for nearly a minute there between the two teams. And really, when you look at it and how it breaks down, the gold goes in favor with all of that for Indonesia here. Now, furthering the gold lead that they had, you can see this too, split between, of course, CW and Albert there. But Malaysia is showing fight. They're showing that even when they're down, like they had in the early game, they want to find it out. Keyboy, once again, up to his business on this Khalid. Given the information they can. The fight for the purple buff, though, for Luke, does get that retribution out for Skies now more, and she's got to secure that as well, relying on the team for every buff that he can get at this point. And they're just trying to bring it down, bring the heat down a little bit, because Indonesia building things up. And they actually break it in for this third turn of the game. Keyboy takes a couple shots. They go in.
Raging Sandstorm from Keyboy. Deleted turtle taken for free. No retribution from Albert. Now with the Queen's Wings and a diversion. Go to the bush. Stormy to be caught in the spear of Albert. Reaction. Stormy disintegrating.
Oh, it's too much. Fighting under the turret. They're going to have to disengage from that fight too. Keyboy doesn't have the Raging Sandstorm, but they still go for it under the turret in between the two. Spear of Alpha won't land that time though. Look at how much pressure Indonesia is putting on Malaysia.
That's the Loyi we were talking about. That's what Leo was talking about for Indonesia. Yeah. They just gotta force out more of these brawls to happen. With the Loyi, makes it way easier. With the Hilda as well, signature Indonesian pick. You want to force out fights. Malaysia right now, they gotta calm down. It seems like they have been able to kind of recover really well in the early game, but now the chaos is getting to them. It really is. It's kind of like reeling them out every single time for these skirmishes. And unfortunately for Malaysia, the composition is, well, at least when they play with the Bruno and the Valentina, it's very front to back, right? And for Skies, I don't see an angle where he'll be able to actually go in. Luke's always there. I don't think Luke's going to be taken down here.
Uh-oh. Diversion
over. Sandstorm again. Keyboy gets the kill. Stormy steals away the heavy crossbow, but it's another pickup for Indonesia.
Again, this is why the Hilda is so picked up all the time. It's such a hot pick because of the fact, I mean, look what Luke just did. He was enough of a distraction against multiple members, plus gets the way the dragon out. Didn't need the vengeance. Tanky enough. Gojes could be in trouble here. Even he's a tank.
Nice.
Alpha, everything is thrown at the horse, and the horse surely goes down. Meanwhile, Luke in a 1v3 situation is a diversion into the back. Skies will be caught again. Indonesia just go with the back, finding a double kill for Sans. CW with a heavy crossbow. Even not able to soak in the damage. Everyone taken out. Only Lolio left standing. 13 kills and a big goal lead for Indonesia as the Lord spawns.
That is a huge thing to deal with. And Lolio, look how much damage just that interaction does. This is why the panel was talking so much about the Loyi pick. It's what Leo mentioned earlier. It's surgical chaos, man. Like, that's what diversion is. That's how they play around it. And that's why they love to prioritize this hero. So far, Malaysia's head is on a swivel, but there's no way that they catch up because of the fact that they're just falling further and further behind. I mean, think about it. We're at like 9,000 gold deficit, and this all ballooned in the last probably 3 to 4 minutes. And a lot of that had to do with, yes, diversion was great, but Luke doing the work on this Hilda, man, and the fact that Keyboy. Half the time, Luke's not even using the vengeance, though. So that's the difficult thing here for Malaysia to deal with as they approach this fight now.
All right, Albert with the Spear of Alpha, able to catch on to Skies right now. That's just them utilizing the Lord in the mid lane to go for the turrets. Keyboy with a healing again. Lolio very low, heavy crossbow fights from CW. Not enough to take him down just yet. Now for Malaysia, it's all about the defense. Mid lane, the Lord is still there. They'll be able to clear it out. Malaysia still standing their ground. Good hold by Yums to stop the Holy Defense from being procced in the bottom lane, but they gotta be real careful with this. Very, very careful. Yums, Jikundo, back into the base.
Okay.
Malaysia has another wave to play with.
They're going to have another wave to play with. They're still in this game. They can keep things together the best they can. But look at the pressure already being put on these turrets. They're going to lose the top one as well. They're trying to do their best to keep things together and just kind of clear the waves. But again, it's all up to Malaysia to be able to defend, even with a deficit in this manner. Oh man, it's going to be tough as they get prepped up and ready to deal with this. Because again, when you're looking at the lineup that they have, can they withstand these push-ins, this kind of pressure even from a lineup that has so many options to initiate fights, to find angles, diversion, or raging sandstorm. Any of that falling into place here. They hold on to this one base turret. There's the sandstorm.
Keyboy finding Loliel in the back now, goes in for the healing as well, but there's only one cannon as Loliel is able to dash away. Keyboy gets the kill onto Loliel. Assassination, that's a 1-for-1. Keyboy for Loliel. Now on the mid wave, can they do it?
They're going to keep it
Jangan
together.
maksa nggak sih? Jangan maksa.
Waves out. The 1-for-1, 4 versus 4, trying to hold on to the base turret.
Spear of Alpha from Alpha.
Matiin tuh. Nah, tornya mati.
Will try to run away, but CW pops in the sprint, goes in for the chase, gets the monster kill. 2 members down. Loliel back in 8.
Waves pushing in top and mid lane. Indonesia with the lead that they have. Can they end the game here? 2 members still down for Malaysia.
Loliel spawning back in. Luke comes in with a vengeance.
Aduh,
All
Luke.
the way to the back line. Diving onto Loliel. Might be able to get the kill right here, but Sans gets gorgeous.
Nice banget
Luke
tapi.
able to escape. Yum's very low. Albert on the base. Some of the minions
Wait,
crashing
join,
down
wait.
already. Malaysia holding on. Luke still
Itu
able to
minion.
survive. Bottom lane base turret taken down as well.
Aduh, nggak bisa
17
enter.
seconds for the Lord to spawn. And Indonesia disengaged from the siege.
And all of that work, the base turrets are gone. Diversion to go ahead and send it to the purple buff. They're going to prep up for this Lord. And it might look like Malaysia might not have a choice to contest it. They might just have to defend this. Get ready. Gojes just comes up. And Luke, once again, given the information here, that here's Malaysia.
Keyboy too, looking for a set, perhaps a Raging Sandstorm Flicker. Not on the board just yet. They'll get the Lord for free and they'll be happy with that.
Okay, at this point, you already know, huge lead for Indonesia. All the time that they have in the world for them to push this in and get them to a game 3. How can Malaysia keep this together and possibly turn this around? Well, it's going to be pretty much a miracle. They have to have a miracle in their favor. They have to be able to manage the waves that are going to push in with this Lord as well. And it's like, do they have enough damage? Because Loliel's just picking up a malefic gun. And we haven't been able to see him move around on this Bruno the way that you expect towards this later portion of this game too. And right now, waves are going to be managed up. They time up with this Lord. They're going to be pushing this in.
Go just pops in Lewis rapidly. Yums goes in, but CW
Banget,
is able to
cewek.
get out. Now Yums taken down. CW is godlike.
Oh,
That's a
nah.
double for CW. A triple for CW. Looking for the base, and that's
Satu, bro.
equalizer for Indonesia in the semifinals.
Let's go.
We knew it. We knew that we needed a game 3 for this matchup against these Titan teams, Malaysia and Indonesia. And right now, the Indonesian fans around the globe watching can breathe